And also is because I don't think I have as much to talk about. And I don't know what to do afterwards. It's also the thing. I need to play games more, man. It's just like I don't have the money to just be like, oh yeah, let's do this game, like try it out. And like I want to still be more of like friggin' variety. And so like I always don't really like when I just play the same game for like I think like 2 or 3 streams straight is fine. But once I get past that, it's like all right, you know. I'm not really a huge fan of it after that. Yeah. I think I did get rid of like the Ame stuff, so that's great. The therapy session worked. Well, and also like I've had more of the mindset like she's just basically like what The Rock or like Stone Cold is now. Probably more Stone Cold. Or like I think with how often she show up again, I think with what I said the last stream with like John Cena the last 5 years where he showed up like once a year or something like that. Maybe even more often than that. I do know Ame was like very unsure and was like, oh well, I'm not sure if they'd want me or like I wouldn't want to step on their toes. But I'm like, and look at the Yago tweet, I'm like, come on. Like, if you ask at any point, they're probably gonna say yes. It's probably not even like gonna be much negotiation at this point. You're probably just gonna be like, hey, can I be like a part of this? And then like you did it, good job. But yeah, I get it because I saw also Kiara with her impressions on Fauna. She said like she wants to help with the Minecraft thing, but like then she feels like she's like overstepping, like stepping on her toes, and it's like, yep, that's what happens when introverts interact with each other. You're always like, I don't want to bother them, so then you just don't do it and don't take the, like that first step. And I assume that's the case with most of them, is that they're introverts. Even if like they can put on like a thing that makes them seem extroverted, they're introverts. And yeah, I forget, I think it was Ina who's like said that Kiara was introvert. And yeah, seeing that I'm like, yep. All right. I finally get it, you know? Just seeing that clip, it's like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I do think it is spectrum though, obviously, like introvert, extrovertness. I mean, I think everything about personality stuff is a spectrum. You know, that's obviously why we're so unique. You can't just put people in like the 16 personality group or something like that, right? Like, you're gonna differ from it in some way. So yeah, it's why also personality quizzes aren't like the greatest. I mean, they're like stupid like stuff, you know, like the BuzzFeed like personality quizzes. They're like dumb fun, just to be like, oh, I got this. I'm saying like the like Myers-Briggs probably, where they like actually try to scientifically, quote unquote, diagnose like what personality type you are. Yeah, not those ones. Like I do think they can get like a lot of it, but they can't get all of it, or like a decent chunk. But then yeah, there's also people who like groups like, oh, they're also this personality group, and then you just don't agree with them at all. It's like, oh, okay. Or like you don't like them at all. So yeah, there's also that. How did I get to this point? Oh yeah, it was introvertedness. That's right. It's like, how did I end up here? I was just thinking about something else because I was thinking about financial literacy plus. I probably mentioned it when we were doing that at the time, but taking the personality quiz stuff. I do remember though on my main channel, I did that a while back. I think I deleted that video, but I did it a while back. That was like when I was like trying to just do like recordings. That was one of the things I did. Yeah, I don't think that's even like privated at this point. It might be. Oh yeah, no, I did delete it. Yeah, because that was the thing I had. Oh, huh. Yeah. I did do a couple shorts. They don't have any subtitles or anything. Again, I'm gonna take it like as minimal effort as possible, and then when I want to like maybe start adding subtitles, I'll do that. Which that shouldn't be that bad. I think only, especially for shorts, probably only add an extra like 5 minutes, probably max. So that won't be like that difficult. I just have to remember to switch it over, because otherwise I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing, which is gonna be annoying. So yeah, I gotta remember that, because I did screw that up with one of them. I didn't convert it over. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, because I could just re-put in the clip and then just switch it, or just like undo it until I got back to the point again. Yeah, that's not bad. It's just like, obviously it's bad when you want it in 9:16, but then you forget to switch it over. And that's when it kind of sucks. But I think that's what I'm gonna do then. Probably it's just like at the beginning when I'm just going through it, is just to put it in 9:16 just like immediately, so I can't screw it up. But we'll see. And then maybe I'll add like edits later on for the shorts as well. It's just like, I feel like when I'm yapping about stuff, it's just like not very clippable. I don't know. Well, the problem is too, is because like I talk about Hololive clips a lot too, and like I don't really just want like my brand to just be like talking about Hololive clips, you know? Like I don't want that to be majority what I talk about. Well, I think I do, but like not on the shorts, you know? Like it has to gain an audience. I feel like sometimes it's great and like put stuff when I'm talking about Hololive, because then obviously in the shorts you signal like, hey, I'm a Hololive fan, so then you'll probably get those people. But like, yeah, I don't want to just like put in clips of me explain a clip that happened, you know? Like, I don't know, me it just doesn't seem right. Which, yeah, that does mean it makes it a bit harder for me to make clips, but yeah, that's how I feel anyway. Yeah. A mix of yawning and burping. Awesome. Also, I have like almost no water because this is carried over from when I was on the exercise bike like an hour ago. So I might refill my water at one point during the stream. Keep that in mind. Yeah, that is something I don't do, which to be fair, I don't think it's ever really been that much of a problem. I think I did it once, like refill my water, and I think it was in like this scenario kind of a thing. I already didn't have much to begin with. But yeah, that is something I don't do. Same with like using the bathroom again, because like I think it's only like if I really need to use it. And I should probably change that. Well, the reason why I don't is because it's only like an hour and a half stream, like 3 hours, like if I want to stream the full time on Sundays. So like I think that's why it's different for me. Like if obviously if I was stream like 5 hours or something like that, then like yeah, I would take bathroom breaks when I needed to. It's just like I think maybe even 3 hour streams like I would be more willing to. It's just like hour and a half ones, I'm like, that's short enough, like I can just do the whole thing, you know? That's how I feel about it anyway. It's probably not a great mindset, but yeah, if I did stream longer, I would not be as hesitant to take a bathroom break. So yeah. Also, what's going on with like the VTubers and like YouTube and Twitch, man? Because yeah, I also completely forget about like YouTube taking down like VTuber clip channels too. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, man. Like VTubers are just getting like attacked by YouTube and Twitch all of a sudden. Like, it's really weird. It just feels like it came out of nowhere. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm fine because I'm a BNG tuber. I don't know, probably not. Well, I think it's fine also because I'm small. I think they'd go after the big ones. But yeah. My thing is though, is like I talk about politics, so like if they were ever to make like a BS like fringe reason for why I got like banned or something like that. That's just an easy way out for them to just be like, oh well, this like goes against TOS technically, and it's just like, oh cool, because it's all about politics. It's just like awesome. And going again. Ah. Oh yeah, I will say having freaking thing that fears you in the background while I'm talking about like YouTubers and stuff is really funny. Because I was hearing that. Oh yeah, I only made 2. I was planning on making like at least like 4 so I could do like every other day and write it out, but I didn't want to deal with me talking about the Ame stuff. It's like, you know what, I don't think I'm ready for that just yet, so then I didn't do it. But yeah, I also took my shower a lot earlier because now I'm really like, I think I'm addicted to music at this point now, because like now I just want to listen to music like a lot of the time, which is why like I ride the exercise bike, is because like it gives me an excuse to do that. But even like yesterday, I was like, I don't have a good reason to like have music play in the background, man. And I remembered, oh yeah, I play Hitman with music in the background, so I play a little bit of Hitman, but yeah, it was, I think I'm getting addicted to it now. Like, I wish I could do it while I was editing, man, but like, yeah, you obviously have to have a start and end point with the freaking shorts. So it sucks, but it's just how it is, man. I'm sure actually instrumentals probably wouldn't be that bad, but also for some reason, like when I converted it from Filmora, which is what I use, to YouTube, it sounded like louder on YouTube than it did in Filmora, which is weird. So I do have to keep that in mind. So just note that some of the upcoming shorts may be a little loud. I was gonna add context to the one because I did bring in the part where I was like, man, it would have been neat if I was there around like at the beginning of Myth. I thought I talked about it for a lot longer. I guess I didn't. It was like a minute long bit, and then I moved on. Yeah, I was thinking about adding context. Well, I forgot to, and I was like, eh, whatever. was really what happened. But I think if they noticed like around the time the short was made, then they'd probably get it. If not, I can just put a comment in the freaking short. But yeah. It's already 15 minutes? Really? What the I swear, like, there's been times, like, I've talked, like, so passionately about, like, a political thing, and, like, it just got to 15 minutes. I feel like I've done nothing, and it's already 15 minutes. What? What's happening? What? It's so weird. Are we already at 15 minutes? I don't remember what we talked about. Like, that's crazy. I am right, like, I was right in, like, having not a whole lot to talk about. I want to talk about Hololive clips again, but it's just, like, it's really hard to do that. Like, the way I was thinking about doing is, like, showing Hololive clips and then, like, having, like, a little bit that I would do afterwards. Like, I'd do the thing where you stop, like, the editing in the video or something like that, and then just, like, do something with, like, my phone and, like, a bit. I don't know. I guess, like, it still would give intrigue, though. Because, like, I'm just describing the clip. I'm not showing it. You know? So I guess it could still work. It is different. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird, like, icky. It's like I feel like a weird gray area for me that, like, I don't know if I want to, like, mess with. Because I think I've kind of said the thing too of like I want to grow on my own, like more than likely, like, or like naturally. So like if I also got rated or something like that, then like I would count that. But like I don't just want to like do react content or like I don't know, just exclusively talk about the other people who are more famous than me, and then like gain popularity that way. I guess I am kind of doing that with the shorts, but like I just talk a lot, you know, and like I talk about other people a lot. And like I don't have very many interests. It's like video games, which I play like the same like 3, so it's really hard to talk about that. And like I don't have the bank account to buy more games, so I can't really talk about like new releases or anything because I'm not buying them. Or it's like YouTube and like the people I watch. So yeah, that's really it. That's really all I can talk about. Because thing is, like, there's not even anything that really goes on my school either. Like, basically when I'm like saying like, oh, I brought this up to my friend or something like that, like that's basically my school day. There's like nothing notable that goes on, like at all. Like I can't even talk about my day really. Like lunchtime, which I feel like you would think that's when a lot of that stuff happens. Like yeah, no. No. Because I'm by myself listening to music. Oh yeah, I didn't think I said, but I'm pretty sure that's why I think I'm addicted to music, is because like half the school day I'm just listening to music. So that's why like I want to keep listening to it at that point. So I'll say I have a strength conditioning class, which is just like going in the weight room and doing a workout, and like I'm totally like doing like the fake it till you make it kind of thing. Because I don't know how to use like half the machines, but like I'm just doing the ones I do know. So I'm going to be real fit in like the areas that those exercises I'm doing like cover. But everything else, yeah, no, that's it's gonna be like no change. He told us how to use like 4 of the machines, and like that was it. Well, I think he kind of, you know, I think in the first thing he showed us a little bit, but like that was it. It was just like, all right, and then this thing, and I would do it, and he's like, okay, it's the next thing, like that kind of thing. So it just went by it pretty quick. Well, another thing too is like a lot of the setup is like putting weights on it and like taking the weights off, all that stuff. So like I also do this stuff that like it's real easy to change the weight. So like the like tricep machines and whatever the other one is that has like the same mechanism to it. Or like that just has individual weights, like the like ball and like dumbbells. And yeah, that's basically all I do. And I just hope that that makes me pass. He did ask us to make a goal, and I'm just really hoping that like I don't have to hit that goal, because I did a sit-up thing, but I don't know if he'll let us do sit-up. I mean, I assume he would, if it's like an acceptable goal, right? Like I assume it does have to do with strength, like sit-ups. Like I'm someone, I feel like, who with goals, because you want us to do like a pretty specific goal, I feel like I'm someone like with goals they actually do a lot better with vague ones, like because they're like SMART goals. Like the acronym one is like, oh, it's gotta be measurable, like there has to be a time frame to it, but like I feel like I do worse with those. I don't know, because I think I just do real bad with deadlines. And like the thing is with me and just like the fitness, it's just like I want to be more fit. Like I just want to like have a fitness where like I'm happy with myself and happy with my life, and like I don't need a measurable thing. I feel like there's no, I've improved. Like I'll feel that, you know, I feel like I'll just feel the improvement. I don't need to like worry about like weight loss or anything like that. Like I feel like I'll just feel the improvement and like all that in my body. It's the same with my singing voice. Like obviously it's still not great, but like I can at least like sing notes, you know. Like before I think I was just singing way too high, and honestly I think it was just the fault of me listening to too many female singers and like trying to emulate how they're singing, which is a bad idea. Like trying to sing the notes they were singing, real bad idea. Um, yeah, it's still not great. I still suck with like breath control and all that. Do want to get better at that. That's something like if I were to look at YouTube tutorials, it would definitely be for singing and probably like voice acting or like impressions just in general. Which I think those two kind of go hand in hand because I think a lot of like voice impressionists are like good singers and like the other way around. So like I think those two do go hand in hand. So there's also that. I think me also being addicted to music is also making me like kind of sad about like me not having any instruments either. Like man, because like I kind of want to make music, but I want like at least actual instruments, like, at least like one or something like that. So I at least have like a bass line. But yeah, I was like, man, this sucks. Yeah. My main takeaway though from like the LA GTA stuff is that Fuumoco is a menace. I do like how with a lot of the clips, like they were like, "Oh, well, hey, Fuumoco's actually getting better at driving." And yeah, there's still like clips of them crashing and just like causing people to die because they're crashing. It's like, well, they're still bad, but it's an improvement. You know, crashed a helicopter. Someone also said like Fubuki saying like yelling Fuumoco is becoming like their new favorite thing from like the server. Is yeah, you know, everybody has a every chief has a one member that they have to keep looking out for. It's really funny. Yeah, just the yeah, I'll drive with you. All right, 2 turns, just bam, right into the wall, and she's dead. Yeah, I do like though. Also, like at this point, everybody doesn't want Fuumoco to heal them because they just know what's gonna happen. That's also great. I really wish though it just became a running joke that every day like someone new would just fell out of the ambulance. Yeah, I think Corona was the last one of day like day 2. But yeah, they've still been a real train wreck. Yeah, that's for sure. It's been real chaotic. It's been great. Yeah, I think that's mostly what I'm talking about. 'Cause I can't remember really many like really good moments that like stuck out to me at least. Like obviously all the clips are great, but like as far as moments that stuck out to me, can't really think of any. Which is funny too, because like I was watching someone, which is why I delayed an extra half hour. Can't remember them. Yeah. This is something I wanted to talk about, like, you know, if Ame didn't have her announcement and it would have just been, you know, a normal Friday. I did want to talk about, like, because I was thinking about before if Hololive had, like, a DVD, like, crossover. Like, who would be the killer and, like, who would be the survivors, like, all that. Which I think the answer, if we're just going EN, because I'm more well-versed in EN, would be Callie, right? Because she's literally death. I don't think they've done like a Grim Reaper like killer for Dead by Daylight, so it'd also be like unique in that way too. Seeing like how a Grim Reaper character could play in DVD. I don't know how exactly it would work, but it would be unique. My sleeper pick though would be Fuwala, honestly. Because sometimes she'll just say the most messed up stuff and then her giggle afterwards. Like it's a horror movie giggle after she says that stuff, you know? It's like, that would be my secret, like, hidden one, you know? Like I'd really want that, but Kelly makes sense because she's literally a Grim Reaper and also like one of the most recognizable members of Hololive, I'd say. Like just in general. Definitely EN because I think she's the second most sub too. So yeah. Can I look at Hololive by sub counts? Does someone just have that available? Holo tracker. Does this include EN? Oh, it does. Oh, Gura actually is just out of all of them the most subscribed to. That's crazy. Kelly is 2, 3, 4. She's 5th most. So like, yeah, that's still like a lot, and she's only slightly behind Sweet Stay. That's crazy. I'm also kind of surprised Kobo is as high as she is, but it might just be like she just collabs with like everybody, probably. If I were to guess, so like that rubs off. Like that reaches far. Dang, Aqua is up there. Maybe her sub count went up a lot though. Like, is this like, what does round mean? Oh, round, like when they hit the round number? I think so. Didn't Aqua hit hers? Yeah, okay, when she was graduating. I figured that's what it was. Why like her sub count grew so dramatically. I assume Ame's would probably do the same. Wow, Ame hasn't gone up 100,000 since 2022. That's crazy. I'm sure it's gonna jump up a lot higher, like a lot higher though, once her graduation hits. Oh no, it's the song that apparently is copyrighted, I guess. Time to click off of it. Is there an ad playing? Cool, we're good. Yeah, other than Myth, who's the most sub 2 EN member? Mume is, okay. Which, yeah, I think she's almost at 1.1 mil. She's at 1.09. Yeah, Fullmocha's the most sub 2 Advent member, which makes sense. I did not realize Crony was 7k away. Yeah, she's real close. Yeah, I think Fullmocha at this point is going to be Bay to hitting 1 mil. Nurse actually, I've seen her like grow like pretty consistently, like pretty quickly. Because I obviously listen to her music, so like I see her sub count as it goes by, and like yeah, it's like growing pretty gradually. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Justice has the lowest, and I think it's just because they've been there the shortest amount of time. Well, and also, yeah, obviously anybody who stopped watching Hololive wouldn't be sub to them. That's also how that works. I feel like out of Fist there's the greatest dynamic. I mean, Elizabeth makes sense as the most sub 2. Like, yeah, Elizabeth just seems like, even for like casual fans, she would be the most, like the best one. So like that one's not surprising me. I am kind of surprised Raura is second though. I would have thought it would have been like Gigi or something like that, but she's actually the lowest. I am surprised by that. Oh, Bijou only has 660. Yeah, I think a lot of it also depends on like collabs and also like music. Because like Nurse is growing a lot more because of her music, I would, if I were to guess. Because she's getting MVs for her music now. And I've noticed like, yeah, she's been growing like pretty consistently since then. So yeah, that's, I'm thinking like Nurse is actually probably gonna beat a lot of them to 1 million with how quickly she's been going. Yeah, Fauna hasn't grown 100,000 since 2023, almost a year ago. Although she's close, 192k. Yeah, Fullmocha's going quick. And I think one of their goals was to hit 1 million in a year, but I think they're going to be just shy of that, it seems like. Cause yeah, Fuamoko is another one like with Elizabeth. That's like, yeah, that makes sense that they would be doing so well. I think even like most other VTubers like Fuamoko, they like a lot. Yeah, how fast they're going. They're definitely gonna beat Bay at least for 1 million. Bernie, I think, is so close enough that like she probably will get it. Like 7K is actually kind of crazy. Like how update? I assume it's actually like pretty updated, but I am a little curious. You know, just a little curious. Yeah, okay, so 993,000. Burping again, nice. But yeah, she also hasn't gotten the extra 100,000 since a year ago. I do like though how for this, like for the generations, well, it goes into belong. It's just straight up like, well, for JP it's just their generations, but for ID and EN it's English or in Indonesia, and then what gen they are. They don't do their gen names. Oh, except for Iris, English Hope, which makes sense because yeah, Iris was by herself until like Sana left, and then yeah, she was linked with Promise. Does it say like how quickly they grew? Why is it just in Japanese? Yeah, because she took a while from 700k to 800k. It was almost a year. I think 800, 900k was half a year. And then that was half a year. Huh. That's crazy. Oh wait, that still says she has 932,000 subs. That's not right. Okay, so I think this page hasn't been updated in a minute. Well, no, because it had 1 million. I think it did. Didn't it have the 1 million? It did. What? Why is that number wrong then? All right, whatever. That's weird. Oh wait, did they? Oh yeah, with Justice they named him Justice. I didn't even notice that. Like yeah, I guess for the most recent ones, they actually gave them their names. But not for the other ones. All right, sure. That's interesting. I just want to see with the event because I'm gonna look at Shuri's. Ooh, -1 days after. Wait, -1 days after 0.2 million with 200,000. What? I don't know, man. Yeah, it seems like she's been... No, actually, she's gone on like a steady climb. Yeah, I'm just sure it's not like a crazy climb. I think Narissa's is faster, like slightly. Yeah, she's definitely getting up there. I think it's a big part though, is like having all the music. Also, she's gonna have a lot of covers, and like they were in like JP. Because I think people were associating with Mume of her making those, but I think it was also the shorts she just made because they were so meme lordy, you know. They're just like, what am I watching? Because I've watched back like some of her shorts, and it's just like, what am I watching? Like it's great, but what am I watching? You know, I think Fauna is just like, I think the gamers are just typically gonna be ones who have less, because I think Fauna only has 1 song. She probably has like a couple freaking covers, but yeah. Dang, girl just rose so fast. She was already at 3.3 million before her first year. That's crazy. Hey, yeah, I think Myth was a success. Just saying, I think actually, yeah, Gerd I think is the most subscribed to VTuber, isn't she? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she still is. Yeah. Actually, the top 3 are Hololive. Oh wait, no, top 2. Never mind. Hey, what's going on? I'm just looking at VTuber sub counts. What a life I live, man. I'm doing fine. You know? It's pretty, you know, there's not been anything crazy going on with my life. Oh. Is this really my brand? When was the last time I played Wii Sports even? I mean, I guess it was my brand probably for like 2022, right? I was playing it a lot. Wasn't it like June the last time I played it? Well, Wii Sports Resort was July, but I'm pretty sure it was June. Yeah, it was early June. God dang it, man. I haven't done it in so long. I'm already getting a label. I mean, yeah, I would have probably been the Wii Party guy, right? If people were around 2022. I don't even remember how many times I streamed in 2022, but it was a lot. I think I did it so much that I actually got sick of it. Like, I had to take a bit of a break, and then... Well, I think because the thing is also, I was starting to, like, get the mini games down, too, so, like... And I feel like the game was always fun when I just knew all the mini games. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna chill out. I still want to be, like, somewhat new. I mean, I could probably play it again, but... I probably should, man. I should just play more games. Because I feel like also it's making me run out of things to talk about. Yeah. It was a really good party game. I still like Mario Party 9 and 10 because obviously I'm young enough that like the car didn't affect me like other people. But yeah, I will admit I think I still do like a Wii Party and Wii Party U better. And I think it's because I have a stronger emotional attachment to those two than 9 and 10. 9 I have the stronger one over 10, like as far as emotional attachment to, but I think with the Wii Party and Wii Party U games, it's definitely stronger with those. Yeah. You know, it's also not often I talk about games anymore. When I first was like yapping about stuff, like, because I just, why was it when I originally just started like yapping? Was it just because like I didn't want to stream anything? Like I didn't feel like streaming a game. Was that maybe what it was? But like I had a stream, so I just sat there. That might have been what it was originally, but yeah, I was talking about games originally. And then I became political. So I talk about like politics, and then I'll also watch VTubers. So now I talk about VTubers. Because I stay indoors all day, so I don't have many stuff to talk about out in the real world, or how real world people act, because the only people I know how they act is people on Twitter, and those are not real people. Those are not real world people for sure. I mean, I did make the decision though to just like not, especially with freaking Twitter, just to not care about what people say on there, because it is a mess, you know. So like obviously like it's a lot better for your brain if you just like, you know, just accept the fact that like those people are just broken and they're never gonna change, and it's just like, all right, you know, those people are in their mom's basement, but like they're still not great. You know, they still are very much degenerates. Get this freaking ad out of here. There was probably another ad before that, wasn't there? Why is this a 26-minute unskippable ad? I hate it. Who does this even go to? Like, where does this ad revenue go? It's a freaking Castlevania sound team topic. Does it go to the Castlevania people? I guess. Probably. I don't know. That's my guess anyway. Yeah, I should also play games too, because it gives me a chance to have more shorts as well. That's not like, I would want some that are me talking, obviously, because I want people to watch me for me and not just like the game I'm playing. I mean, I know it's a game, like you can't have like a full 100%, right? Like people are watching you for you, and like that's it. Like it's not like there's gonna be like nobody who's watching you for the game or whatever. But like I still want it to be like a majority of people watching me for me, you know, which I think that is typically how it works. Unless you just want to clout chase or whatever, and like maybe not, but I think that is mostly how it works, is like more than half of your audience does watch you for you. Or like at least it's like a factor in watching you, you know. Like it could be a mix of like, oh, they really like the game and they like kind of like you as well, you know. So it could also be that. So yeah, there's also that. I'm still just looking at this sub count. I don't know why. What am I doing? Honestly, you have to just go and ask, like, what are you doing? You know, what am I doing with my life? I'm just over here looking at Hololive VTuber subscriber counts. What am I doing? You know? It's crazy. And you're hearing someone who wants to be a politician. I mean, to be fair, I feel like a lot of people like joke about like, oh, there's no way I could have a career like in politics, just like with all the stuff I've said. But like, I feel like at this point people know like you're doing it just to entertain people, so like you don't mean what you're saying. I mean, there are gonna be some people who take everything seriously, but like I think most people are gonna be like, yeah, obviously that's a joke, you know, like. And like the whole point of like being a content creator is to entertain people. It's like, yeah, you need to throw some comedy in there, right? Like it's whatever. Like especially if there's a game going on, you know, like you're playing a game in the background, like, and someone were to ironically like put that in a political ad and be like, yep, look, they said this, and it's just like, dude, come on. I do feel like entertainers are actually like a good group to like be politicians. It's just you have to figure out which ones are who were entertainers before just for the fame of it, and then which ones were there to actually make people smile and like put a smile on people's faces, make the world a better place. So like you would have to differentiate between those two. I feel like it's pretty obvious to tell, but yeah, that is something you would have to keep in mind. Is that so? Yeah, that's my stance on it though. So yeah, like Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump, bad. Like someone who wants to actually help people, and like their whole reason they did entertainment is to make Make you smile? Good. But yeah. That's how I feel about it. Because yeah, I think like politicians are like, get out of our space or whatever, and it's like, ah, yes, but you're so fine with having a businessman and a reality TV star as your freaking champion, essentially. It's like, all right, cool, man. That makes sense. It's like, all right. I do feel like though we're getting more in an era where like you don't need to go to college to have a career in politics. I probably still will, just so like it gives me an excuse to just like honestly keep doing this. So maybe like if it blows up, I can keep doing this. But yeah, I think we are entering more of an era where if you want a job in politics, you don't need a college degree. You just need good policy is really what it is, and just understand how the government works. That's pretty much it, I feel like, for most people. I think we're caring less and less on if they actually like have a college degree or not. Which, because like I feel like that's just how it should be, right? It doesn't matter. Like, I feel like the college degree doesn't really matter, because for me it's just like your policy and like your character. Which typically, since I'm a leftist, I feel like more often than not they're gonna be a good person. So like I think I'm fine in that regard, but yeah, it's really what I care about most. And it's just weird because like even though like Kamala's been more hawkish and like more right-wing than like Hillary was, I still feel like with Kamala like I there's something about it, man, that like I just like Kamala more than Hillary. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. I guess it might just be a little bit of like Hillary just sounds like arrogant or something like that, and so like I don't really like it. Where Kamala doesn't necessarily sound like that, but maybe it's just like, you know, biases going in before, you know, that makes your brain think that way. Maybe it's just I'm more biased towards Hillary than it is with Kamala. And that might just be as simple as that, honestly. I should also just on Twitter say more lighthearted stuff. Just voice my thoughts there. Just like get me to a nicer side of Twitter, man. I'm sick of the political side of it. Like it does give me like updates on what's going on in the world, but like God help me. I just need to scroll through my timeline, just like a bunch of VTuber stuff, and then maybe I'll get VTuber stuff going on. Well, the thing with Twitter, though, I feel like at this point, man, is like if you're a content creator and trending on Twitter, unless you're like a really big one, it's pretty much always because of a scandal or something like that. Like every time, and it's like, okay, that's like it. I feel like you feel worried to like click on the trending thing then, you know, because like you're worried that something bad is gonna come out. And just like, man, that sucks. And then we never actually talk about like the real problem of crime, especially in the content creation sphere. They just kind of cancel them and then just move on. Well, quote unquote cancel. But like, yeah, that's really all they do. Is like they just make a big stink about it and then just leave, and it's like, okay, well, how about we talk about why this happened, you know? I think it's why I bring up the Emil one so much, even though he doesn't want to talk about it, is because like he literally said like why he could have potentially gotten there, you know? And I think some other interesting stuff too related to it. So I was just like, yeah, that's actually like a good one to look back on, you know? Because it shows what happens and like what the real problem is, you know? Which is mental health is the main issue of crime. So like, hey, if you don't want this stuff to happen again, how about you push for like, you know, funding those more, you know? Like that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. I think there was something else I was gonna talk about and I forget. I mean, I think I was gonna talk more about like why I thought some of them had a higher sub count than others. Yeah, I think that's the main thing, like, is music. Because, like, I don't think the live streams are shown as much. Or at least, like, people don't look there. They'll look more for, like, just, like, scroll to the video section and just see there. Or, like, in the case of, like, Mume, like, shorts. Because I feel like Mume was probably the first one actually, like, really capitalize on shorts. At least of, like, the smaller ones, anyway. Because I think Mume was making shorts back in, like, 2022 and stuff. Like, she was doing them for a while. I don't know if she does them anymore, actually. I could check that. I would think she would still do them, but... Again, I'll check to make sure. Oh, there, a Victor thing there. Okay. Alright. That's... Alright. I was gonna say, I just Googled Mume and her song wasn't actually, that came up first. That's crazy. Don't play the song though. Don't do it. Did he still make shorts? Oh, I'd have to play them. Oh, I guess she didn't have too many shorts. And actually, the views weren't that crazy. Yeah, maybe not then. I guess it's just like I was recommended them, is what it was. Okay, that's what it was. It's funny, like, there's just specifically a Hololive tracker, because this just feels like any other, like, typical, like, if I were to do this with all YouTubers, I feel like this would just be the same format. So it's just funny to me that there's one for specifically Hololive. Oh wow, they hit 900k a year, exactly on their year anniversary. That's kind of neat. Yeah, they're actually like on a really high spike, it seems, right now. This past week has been real good for them. So yeah, they're doing pretty well. Oh, yeah, they're growing too still. Yeah, I think also like Fuwamoka has such a different vibe as well, which is why they do so well. And I feel like it's not really talked about because, like, yeah, they have Fuwamoka Morning, which I feel like is very different, at least in the EN sphere. Because there might be something similar in JP, but EN, I feel like Fuwamoka Morning is like very original in that case, very unique. And like, yeah, sometimes it does feel like a kid's show at times. Yeah, and it's like kind of weird, but I mean, it's true. It really does feel like a kid's show sometimes. And like, if you just need like to brighten your day like a little bit, just instantly, bam, they're right on it, you know. Yeah, that's just how I interpret it. Yeah, because it is very interesting to see like how like just all of their sub counts are, and just like seeing some that are like actually still like kind of low, and then like analyzing like maybe how or why they like that. I mean, I think it's the same thing, and I don't remember because I know Z made a 10-year video. I think he called it like an effect of some kind, but like with the Derp crew, how him and Chilled had all of the subs, where like Tom and like Golem and like everybody else had like very little. So I'm assuming it's also something very similar to that. It's why Gura has a super high sub count, is because they all like watch Gura. And like, yeah, sure, some of that trickled down, but obviously not all of it. So I think there's also that. I think that's why you do see like some have a lot more subs than others. Like the difference can be pretty massive because I think Fawn is actually the least sub to Promise member. Well, it was Sana, but Sana's not there. Of who's there still, it's Fauna. And Mume has, I think, like 200,000 more. Oh no, it's like just over like 120,000 more, I think. It's not that much more. Oh no, it is 200,000 more. I'm dumb. I can't math. So like, yeah, Promise isn't that far apart, but I think it's more like Promise took a little bit longer to rise. I feel like I think it's happened with like quick rises. Is like it happens a lot more. I think if it's like a steady rise, then like the difference obviously is like not as big. But even with like Advent, I feel you can kind of see it with Fuomoko. It's 950k and Shiori is the lowest of 560k. It's a 400k difference basically. And again, with Justice, they haven't felt it that much. They're still all within 100k of each other, but I think that's also like as time goes on as well. I think it's a mixture of that, like how fast the rise happens and like with time. So I think Myth is like a perfect like example of that. Or I think like Gura is like, yeah, she almost has 3 million more than Kiara, who is the lowest in Myth. So like, yeah. It really shows like that effect with the two ingredients of a meteoric rise and also with time, like as time goes on as well. And it really shows. I think though with like the steady growth, it also like kind of brings it back together, but I could be wrong on that. I think with Fauna though also, she's done a lot of solo streams, which is why she's like the least sub to of the still active Promise members. Well, I guess all Promise is active. Whatever. But yeah, I think that's why Fauna, because that's another thing I didn't keep out either, is like, yeah, collabs. And I think Fauna probably doesn't do a whole lot of collabs. I don't feel like Mume really does either, but yeah, I feel like Mume is like one I can't really figure out why she grew so much. You know, honestly, like Mume is probably one of my like, it's Mume and Fauna are like two favorites from Promise, but even that I'm like, I don't know why. Like just looking at analytically, like I'm not looking at like, I'm looking at a deeper lens, you know. Like I'm just like I don't know how that would have happened, you know. I guess Mume also probably was just so different from them as well. Well, I think the thing is also Mume early on is like people were like, oh, she's like cute and like adorable, and then like she started showing another side of her, and then brought in more people. Like honestly, Mume might have just been a full-on personality one, honestly. And then Iris probably is mostly music. I think she's third most, or like second most behind Callie. Yeah, I think it's Callie and Iris for who's the most singles. I'm guessing Kiara is probably third, and then it's probably Nerissa fourth, if I were to guess for like a top 4 in EN as far as singles go. It's probably Callie, Iris, Kiara, freaking Elizabeth, or not Elizabeth, Nerissa. Elizabeth might get to that point. I mean, her singing voice is great. Yeah, Kiara has a decent amount of singles. I think it's the same with Shiori and Bibu, Koseki. Yeah, you know, just Koseki. I think it's the same with Shiori and Bibu. And they don't really do, actually Shiori does a lot of clips, like shorts. I think Shiori pressed the most shorts. That's also interesting to me that like, she hasn't grown as much. Maybe that's a more recent thing, or they stopped doing it, one and two, but like, I feel like with Shiori, she's, had a lot of shorts made. Again, I might be wrong on that. Oh, that's another cover. Oh god. That's another song. Yeah, Shiori has a lot of shorts. Yeah. I think she's just been making shorts for a while, so that's crazy to me. That also makes me not feel great about making shorts on YouTube. As far as growing. But, oh well. I guess we'll see. Yeah, that is surprising to me. Yeah, Shiori's been on top of making shorts too, or like whoever makes her shorts for her. So yeah, it's surprising me that Shiori is like one of the lower ones. I wonder if she'd be one that like would just gain like a big boost out of nowhere. I don't know if really any of them have gotten to that point. Just like all of a sudden they stagnated and had a giant boost. Maybe like Iris or something, but I wouldn't know. Freaking like huge jumps though. When they're like slight increases. I mean, yeah, she hit 800k though, like not even a year in. But I guess it did take, was it like 2.5 years afterwards she hit 1 million? So yeah, I guess that was like it's kind of a crawl towards there, but yeah, that was definitely 2.5 years at least. Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was more of a crawl at the end there. Yeah, Crony is right there, which is crazy. I do think Furumoka is going to pass Bay. Because I think also with the GTA one too, like with how much of a menace Furumoka's been, that's also gonna help them too. Like that's another thing. Like if you stand out as well, because I think Fauna's also not getting the boost from GTA. Like if she did it, which I mean I get it. Like obviously it's not about sub count. Like I'm looking at it as like a strictly analytical thing, right? Like I'm not looking at it like other ways. Like I fully understand, right? I get it. She didn't want to do it, you know? I get it. I'm just saying that like if she did do it, if she wanted to do it and was a part of it, she would have probably gotten a bigger boost from that as well. Same with Shiori. Yeah, I think Shiori's actually not one who doesn't collab often, actually. I think that's why she also is on the lower end. Because she also doesn't collab often. Although I feel like Cecilia does, and she's second lowest. Like Gigi and Cece, I feel like collab so often. I guess probably what would matter though, more though, for like sub counts is just see how the last few like how their concurrent viewers are. I don't think this has that. But yeah, I don't. They actually have a forecast for when people are gonna hit 1 million. That's crazy. They have Gigi hitting it second? Am I reading that right? That's crazy. Everybody who has a forecast, they have Gigi hitting it second. Oh yeah, they don't include Crony, Bay, like Furumoka, or Fauna. For some reason, those all failed. I was just saying their next million. That's what it is. Oh, is it just their next milestone? Oh, I think it's just their next milestone. Yeah, so Gigi's second for that. Okay. Why is Gigi the only one of freaking Justice that it worked for? Wow, they have Narissa hitting 1 million in 2026. March 20th, 2026. I feel like honestly it's gonna be earlier than that. I feel like she's been growing pretty quick. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it'd be what, 250 days? That wouldn't be 2026 though. Would it? Because I'm doing it like if she gained 1,000 every month. Let me just look up 250 days from now. Shoot, I just didn't put a unit. Whoops. Days. May 30th, 2025, yeah. Which is like a full year. I think Nerissa's gonna hit in 2025. I think she's gonna hit 1 million. I don't think early 2025, but probably like mid to late 2025. Because Nerissa's been growing. I mean, maybe like the boom from her making music is gonna die down a bit, but I think she's gonna make more. I mean, knowing her PL, like she made a lot of music, you know. But I have Luna hitting it on Christmas or 1.2 million on Christmas. That's crazy. Yeah, I feel like forecasts like these though aren't always the best because like these, like stuff like this always fluctuates, you know. Stuff always changes that like would make it so like they get more, like they grow faster, grow slower. Why do they have an Aqua? Yes, Aqua is gonna hit 3 million in October 11th, 2025. Be on the lookout for that. Oh man. She's gonna do it. That's funny. Can I see like their viewer count? This is popularity ranking, but it literally just looks at subs. That's literally it. Yes, because subs say popularity. That's for sure. I like how everybody else has their V2 and Full Mocha is just their logo, because there's 2 of them. Ugh. Oh, Glitz Hollow Stars in there too, which they are way lower. Makes sense. What are these? Oh, they're China. Okay, got it. I was like, what are these other ones? Yeah, okay, I got it. I do like how like none of the Hollow Stars actually are like even more popular than. Yeah, Gigi and Cecilia are the only ones who are lower than some of the Hollow Stars members. Like any of them, and that's it. Which I assume Cecilia and Gigi are going to pass them. Because also, like, I feel like Gigi has really shown herself to like the greater Hololive like community as well. Because yeah, even me myself, I didn't think much of Gigi. I was like, oh, it's another Gremlin, which, like, yeah, they're fun, but it's just like, I don't think they're necessarily my style sometimes. But yeah, I feel like Gigi's kind of proven herself to be more than that. And like with the Ian Recco, and I feel like if she was on the GTA RP, she would have gotten an even bigger hit, because yeah, we've been with JP audiences too. But yeah, obviously the sleep schedules and all that, it's weird, you know? Very weird. Yeah, I'm gonna get like their viewer count. Oh god. Like concurrent viewers. Probably, that's... Holostats now is superseded by VT stats and will be shut down by the end of October. Got it. So is this even updated? Oh, it has the other channels too, like the main channels and all that. Hololive English, like regular and Indonesian. It's funny. I want concurrent viewers probably. I spelled viewer wrong. Yeah, average viewers summary. So it's from October 23 to January 2024. Yeah, it's the people you'd expect at the front. Is this? And I assume it is very closely related with sub count. Why do they have a Fuamoko? It's so weird. Actually, yeah, Fauna has more viewers than Iris does. So yeah, Iris is definitely music that brought her up so high. Callie actually had like one of the lowest. Same with Bae. Same with Narissa actually, and Kiara. Oh, Shiori does have like one of the lowest. Yeah, I figured that was the case. And I think it's because of her not collabing that often. And I think someone pointed out with Shiori too, like she seems like very to herself at first with collabs especially. So I'm pretty sure she's a big ol' introvert. I mean, I'm sure most of them are, but Shiori for sure is a big ol' introvert. So yeah, I think often with Shiori you're gonna have to ask her especially. Yeah, Fauna has like a very high viewer count. I assume Ina probably also is kind of up there. Where's Ina on this? Yeah, Carney also is towards the bottom with view count. It's mainly the JP people that were up there a lot, and Gura. Yeah, I'm sure that also is what helped Crony a lot too, is because Crony, especially early on, collabed a lot with Gura. So I think that's what helped. Although Fauna was a part of Snot too. I guess it's again the like with what happened with Derp Crew. I guess Fauna just still wasn't. Well, maybe it's just that she didn't stand out as much. Maybe is also what it was. Yeah, I don't see Ina on here. Unless I just keep missing her. Like, it's literally color coded and I can't find her. I don't know, man. Oh no, there's Ina. Oh, because it just was... It's very hard to see. You know, Ina's actually towards the bottom. Yeah, it's crazy to me. Yeah, the sub count and the viewer count seem to like not be the same. Because Fauna, I think, is like one of the highest EN. She's second behind Gura. Oh, and Mume. She's third. I think she's third behind Gura and Mume. So like, yeah. Yeah, she is. That's crazy. At least for, this is October 2023 to January 2024. So... yeah, that's... Jesus, this is a giant... This freaking... Oh my god. Good lord. I mean, I make spreadsheets too, but like, Jesus. This is insane. Do they have it like simplified in their graph at one point? They must do that later. My god. Dude, if people do this, like... That's crazy. Gura's the most sub to, but her minutes watch is like way smaller. I mean, she has said to call herself a part-time streamer at this point. That's probably also what changes that too, because I'm sure Picora has also streamed a lot more. There's also that. Oh yeah, because Elizabeth also is like the lowest justice member. But again, I assume it's because either she streams less or streams shorter. Which I have noticed there's been less Elizabeth clips, so it's probably the former, that she just streams less often than the rest of Justice, because yeah, all of them are above her. I assume that's what it is. Jory's also very low, but I did see her on the average viewer graph. She was very low down there. Is Bijou and Narissa above? Yeah, I see Bijou is above. Bijou's actually above Mume too. That's crazy. Well, yeah, Bijou also streams for so long too. I think she's like the EN, like powerhouse, like streamer of EN. So yeah, that's another thing with that too. I think Callie was too, wasn't she? For like a little bit. She's also like that like workhorse streamer. And then like Kiara would basically have to be like, "What is wrong with you?" Anna's just Blue Iris, so like, yeah, it is interesting to see that stuff, you know, and like contrast it. Because like they're telling very vastly different things, you know. I think though like a lot of it does come down to collabs, which is why like Shiori is so low. Because I think if Shiori collabed like often, she would not be as low as she is. Which again, I'm not telling like, oh, they should collab. Like I don't care about sub count, you know. It's just something like that's interesting to look at. You know, like I'm just looking at an analytical level. Like in this day and age of YouTube, who cares about sub count? Like nobody does. I think a million is just like the big talk about one because like, oh, you get a gold play button, and also like, you know, you get a gold play button. So like it is like a legitimate milestone, but I mean like yeah, because I mean none of them talk about the 100K one because they all hit it basically. Like before they even debut. So yeah, I do think though it is a little bit of like collabs, and then also I'm actually gonna call it the Derp Crew effect because Z was like the first one to really like bring that idea in my mind. So I'm just gonna call it the Derp Crew effect, of where like Children Z got all the subs and the rest of them really didn't. Like I think it's a mix of those two. Oh, that was a very lukewarm water there. That wasn't great. Might end at an hour and a half. So I don't really want to start anything because I already was like delayed an hour, so technically going an extra hour would only end it when I normally do. So like yeah, I basically only have a half hour after that, and I don't really know if I want to keep going after that.
Echoes of the opening bell, in the preludes leading to global elections, in the rising chorus conducted by AI. And if you want to learn to listen for it, we'll show you how. Learn more at Bloomberg.com.
Also, I've seen like marks and like left-wing freaking things trends on Twitter more since Kamala's been freaking on like the ballot more than ever. It is very weird. What the frick? Okay. I'm on Twitter. Okay, got it. Okay, so we have anything on like March and didn't get it, which seems to happen a lot. It's almost like because we aren't taught that stuff and trying to actually understand it, so we have to like figure it out on our own, which in today's society we're very bad at. I'm saying that also as like someone who's very bad at it myself, so yeah, it's fine, man. I'll be honest, I don't think there was a lot of stuff that was clippable there. I should start playing games again. Cause I just talk about freaking the whole life sub counts, man. God, what is my life? I just talked about that for like 40 minutes. Jesus. Yeah. I'm literally like, no guys, trust me, I don't want to grow on like, can talk about other people and I just spent 40 minutes talking about whole life sub counts. Like, alright. I'm not doing myself any favors there now, aren't I? That's for sure. I would like VTuber stuff on my what is trending feed though, that would be nice. Even though I'm pretty sure also it's not yeah, it's not great. Oh, was they doing their 1 year now? Wasn't that a lot late? Like a lot earlier? I don't think they debuted in September. I do also like how all of the like VTuber like their stream thumbnails are fan art. I'm not like trying to give them like steal or anything. I just think it's funny that it's like every time. Dude, my feed is so funny though because it's like mostly VTuber stuff, and then and then it's just like left wing, like look at this atrocity that's happening. Just in the middle of all of it, and just like ah man. So funny. Wait, Adri's a part of a VTuber Academy thing? I didn't even know this was happening. Wait a minute. What? This is what I get from watching Hololive, man. God dang it. Oh, that started when I was supposed to start streaming. It didn't happen. Yeah. Man. I like how Tom only replied, like, out of all the Hololive members, Tom only replies to Kiara. I wonder what is specifically with Kiara with Tom. Like, he replies to Kiara specifically. Yeah, I don't know. They say like judge VTubers. Was Adri already a VTuber? Wait a minute. Did I miss that? I feel like I missed that. Like, surely not, right? Adri said she was a part. I'm very confused. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, Adri, I feel like is a perfect fit for VTubing. Like, she even has the singing voice too, like... Like, she has the Q factor, she has the singing, like, she is, like, perfect for it. You know? Okay, yeah, so it seems like they took a bunch of flesh tubers and they're... Is it whoever can be the best VTuber? Okay, so yeah. I do think Adri would probably win, she's top 3. Like, and what I know of Adri, yeah, that seems like she'd fit that pretty well, you know? I'm just saying. Oh god, I clicked on a freaking image. Oh no. I like how when I'm just scrolling through my timeline, like now I'm talking, but I'm like looking at what's trending. You know. Man. Oh, this is the last day of GTA? I assume so. Ah, Nurse and Ame are having a collab. Yeah, I think I did say that, right? Like, she's probably gonna collab with Justice and Advent, right? Have those collabs that she never did. I feel like that's really smart. You know, give everybody, like, how that dynamic would have been, and then leave. Which I think she did collab with pretty much all of Justice, right? Well, I think just half of them. I don't think technically she did with the crab game collab, but I think with Raura and Elizabeth she hasn't. Definitely not with Elizabeth. I'm pretty sure not with Raura. Because I think Rioara, aside from like bigger collabs, I think she's like really been with Kiara and Callie and Bibu and Kobo. Okay, she's been with a couple. She's had a couple. Alright, never mind. Yeah, Fauna also has so much fan art. He retweets a lot of it. Yeah, I'm sure all of them have a lot of fan art. It's just, yeah, Fauna definitely retweets them. That does happen. Yeah, I'll think I'll end it though. You know, I haven't been checking for ads. There might have been ads. God dang it. I mean, as I said before though, I don't think this stream is very clippable. It's a shame, but you know. It is what it is. Yeah, this is also why you schedule some clips, because like what was it, freaking, okay, so I put one today, so Tuesday, but that does give me like, if Tuesday anything happens it's clippable, I can do that, you know. Gives me that leeway at least. I mean, I think there's one thing on your right, so then that would save me an extra 2 streams to potentially get stuff. But yeah, I think my clips aren't gonna be that clips, because I'm sure also it can make clips sometimes is how you like with the edits you put in them, and I don't have any edits put in them. So yeah. Yeah, I obviously the schedule of VODs, so I'm ending it. The only other thing is all other platforms are will 6464. So yeah, see you Tuesday then, where hopefully I play a game. Yeah, please God have nothing crazy happen so I can just play a game. That'd be nice. Yeah. Just, I'm talking more in the world of politics. Just, please God, don't. I mean, I think at most I usually go 15 minutes for political stuff anyway, but still. Just don't throw anything crazy out there. I mean, you've already done like crazy stuff already, but like, just, can you just be chill for like 2 days, please? Thank you. I'll see you Tuesday then. Goodbye.